habitat, this is mostly salt water. Their habitat is having mostly salt water. If we are coming on their example, so example we have seen now, Polysiphonia, Xylidium, Gracilaria. Okay, so these belongs to what? Rhodophyceae. Okay, Porphyra also having. So these are coming under Rhodophyceae. Okay, so these we seen in the tabular chart form, and this is very important for your medical exam. Mostly I have seen major pigments and stored food. Okay, and apart from that, example is important. Okay, now next we have to come. What are the economic importance belongs to the red? Combined algae like blue green algae, like brown algae, like green algae, right? Like red algae. So we have to come on economic importance. So come on that one by one. We will see what are the economic importance that belongs to this. Economic importance of important algae. Now, one by one, we will see economic importance of important algae like Codium and Ulva, that comes under green algae. Okay, so it is used as what? Salad and vegetable in European countries after drying and salting. What I told? What are the species were there? Codium and Ulva. Codium and Ulva. This is also known as C. lacteus, are used as vegetable or salad in European countries. In European countries after drying and salting. Okay, so these two belongs to what? Green algae, chlorophyceae. So this Codium and Ulva are used as what? Vegetable or salad in European countries after drying and salting. Okay. Now, next is Chlorella pyrenoidosia. What I told? Chlorella pyrenoidosia. Dosa. Okay. Chlorella pyrenoidosa. It is also called space alga. Also known as space alga. Now, as this name suggests, space alga means used by what? Space persons, or what we can say space flight, used in where? Space flight. For what purpose? For food, oxygen, and disposal of CO2 and organic waste. Okay, what I told? So Chlorella pyrenoidosa is used in space program as food, oxygen provider, and organic matter waste management. Okay, so this is very, very important in space program. Okay, and that's why it is known as space alga. Which one? Chlorella pyrenoidosa. Okay, now this is also what? This is also is belonging to chlorophyce or green alga. Okay, now next is Cephalourus. Now Cephalourus is what? It is a parasitic alga which causes red rust of tea. Okay, red rust of tea. What I told? Cephalourus. Full name is virescens. Is a parasitic alga which causes red rust disease in tea plant. Okay, so it is what? Which one? Cephalourus virescens, that is also belonging to chlorophyce. Okay, so it is parasitic alga which causes red rust disease in tea plant. This is also important for your medical exam. Okay, now come on, another, what are the things that belongs to economic importance? So come on. Now we know that brown algae provides iodine, some medicines, some food, some alginic acid. So how they are giving that importance? So like fucus and laminaria are a rich source. Fucus and laminaria are what? These two belongs to brown algae, Phaeophyceae. So fucus and laminaria are rich source of iodine. So fucus and laminaria are a rich source of iodine, means they are providing what? That is iodine, and which is that? Fucus and laminaria, that belongs to Phaeophyceae or brown algae. Now one more is there, potash. So potash is obtained from Macrocystis and Nereocystis. So Macrocystis and Nereocystis, this algae are a rich source of potash. Which one? Macrocystis and Nereocystis are rich source of what? Potash. Okay. Now, sodium laminarine sulfate is used as anticoagulant. What I told? Sodium laminarine sulfate obtained from laminaria. Laminaria acts as anticoagulant. Okay, they are acting as what? Anticoagulant. Now one more is there, Durvilia. So Durvilia is used as a worm expelling properties. So an algae also used as worm expelling expelling properties. Okay, so the an algae also used as what? Worm expelling properties, and that name is Dervelia. For example, Dervelia. Okay, so Dervelia having the capacity to expel worms, what the worms are there. Okay, now a number of brown algae also used as what? Food. For example, Laminaria used as kombu in the South African countries. So what I told, a number of brown algae also used as food. For example, Laminaria used as which food? That a food popularly known as kombu. Okay. Now, another also having Alaria saruman. Alaria. It is known as saruman in Vietnam. Another is also having sargassum. So these are used as what? Number of brown algae used as what? Food. Okay. Now, some also used as fodder. So what we can say, the a number of brown algae used as food and fodder. Fodder means food for animals. Sargassum also used as fodder. Okay. Now one more is there, that is alginic acid. This alginic acid used commercially as what? Phycocolloid. Now what is this phycocolloids? So it is forming emulsions in ice cream, toothpaste, jelly. Okay, so what I told, some algae helps in formation of alginic acid, which is used as emulsions in ice cream, toothpaste, jellies, etc. And that algae is having example Macrocystis, Sargassum, okay, Nereocystis. So Macrocystis, Sargassum, Nereocystis, etc. So what I told, formation of what? Alginic acid, that is used as emulsion in ice cream, toothpaste, okay, cream, shampoo. So that is having jellies. So that is having used as, okay. Now some also used as soundproofing equipments. Some algae also used as soundproof equipments. Okay, some algae also used as what? Soundproof equipments. Okay, example is, for example, Fucus and Sargassum combined form. Okay, so these are used as what? Soundproof equipments. Okay, now some more algae are there just for phi, that is used as what? Phycocolloids, means having the property, to do what? Water retention capacity. So that is also used as. So come on that. Some algae are used as phycocolloids, means water retention capacity. Okay, phycocolloids, water retention capacity. Okay, under that, what is that? Like agar. Agar is used in laboratory as solidifying agents. Okay, so in laboratory it is used as solidifying agents. Okay, so they are doing what? Solidifying agents means helps in thickening of jellies is having thickening, so jellies and cream, creams, cheese. Okay, cheese means you can understand that, cheese, bakery, etc. in commercial stage, in commercial stage. So that is agar. Now this agar is obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria. What I told, agar is obtained from red algae. What red algae is there? Gelidium and Gracilaria. This is also important question. Okay, agar is obtained from what? Gelidium and Gracilaria. Okay, another is also there, carrageenan, that is act as a clearing agent. So come on that, carrageenan. Carrageenan acts as clearing agents in liquors. Okay, so this is acting as what? Clearing agent, and where it is used? In a liquor or leather finishing. So liquors, leather finishing. Okay, mostly it is used in liquors, leather finishing, and emulsifier in chocolate, and emulsifiers in chocolates. Okay, so act as what? Clearing agent in liquor, leather finishing, and emulsifier in chocolates. Which compound is that? That is carrageenan. Okay, now it is extracted from red algae chondrus. So carrageenan compound extracted from algae. Which algae is there? Chondrus. This is which algae? Red algae. So carrageenan obtained from chondrus. We seen agar obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria. Now one more is there, funori. So Funori act as glue. So Funori is what? Funori is glue that acts as adhesive. It is what? Sticky in nature. That's why it is used as or acts as what? Adhesive. And in sizing textile and paper. Adhesive and in sizing of textiles, paper, etc. Now, this Funori compound extracted from Gloriopaltis. So, Funori is extracted from algae Gloriopaltis. Okay. So, this is the Funori compound that extracted from Gloriopaltis. Now, Carrageenan extracted from Chondrus, agar extracted from Zolidium and Gracilaria, that you have to know that now. Some red algae also treated as food. Okay, they are edible in nature. So some red algae are edible and treated as food also. Okay, so some treated as food also. Just for example, chondrus. That chondrus is also known as iris moss because in Ireland that is being used as food. For example, chondrus, also known as iris moss. Okay, so in Ireland it is very much used as food. Okay, now next is rhodymania, that is also known as sheep's weed. Rhodymania, rhodymania, also known as sheep's weed. These act as these used as fodder, animals food. Okay, so this rhodymania used as what? Fodder. Okay, now porphyra is also cultivated in Japan for their food purpose, commercial exploitation. So porphyra is used as food in Japan. Okay, so these are some important algae that behaves as economic. Okay, means they provides economic importance. Okay, now next we have to come on next group of this plant kingdom, that is what? Bryophyta. So come on that Bryophyta. Next is Bryophyta or bryophytes. What we've seen, study of algae is phycology. Similarly, here study of bryophytes is bryology. Okay, study of bryophytes is what? Bryology. Okay, now here The term bryophytes was given by Robert Brown. Term bryophytes was given by Robert Brown. Okay, this you have to remember that. Term bryophytes was given by which scientist? Robert Brown. Now, Hedwig is the father of bryology. Hedwig is the father of bryology. That is father of bryology. And if we are telling father of Indian bryology, so that is Professor S.R. Kashyap. So father of Indian bryology is Professor Shiv Ram Kashyap. S.R. Kashyap. Okay. So these two also you have to remember. Hedwig is father of bryology and Professor S.R. Kashyap is father of Indian bryology. Okay. Now, next we have to come on that what is the definition of bryophytes. Okay. So bryophytes is what? We can say bryophytes are non-vascular plants, or we can say non-vascular terrestrial plants. So bryophytes are non-vascular means no xylem, no phloem present. So non-vascular terrestrial plants means algae was from aquatic, now it moves towards land. So that's why bryophytes are non-vascular terrestrial plants having which community that belongs to moist habitat. So having moist habitat. Okay, they are found in which habitat? They are found in moist habitat. Now, where what happens? Multicellular diploid stage sporophyte having parasites on gametophyte. What I told? These contain parasitic stage sporophyte on the haploid stage gametophyte. So two stages are there. We will see that in the last, that alteration of generation. Okay. So this is sporophyte. This is gametophyte. So sporophyte acting as a parasitic nature on gametophyte. Okay. So it is what sporophyte means? Multicellular diploid stage sporophyte, and gametophyte means multicellular haploid stage. So multicellular haploid stage contain one parasitic stage upon them, that is sporophyte. That is what? Multicellular diploid stage. Okay. Now these contain various mosses and liverworts that found mostly, already I told, in moist area. Okay, in the, and where, in the hilly places. So bryophytes contains bryophytes contains liverworts and mosses, which mostly found which mostly found in moist regions of hilly areas. Where it is found? Moist region of hilly areas. Which one the groups are there? One is liverworts, one is mosses. That belongs to what? Bryophytes. Now, if we are seeing the main characteristic features of bryophytes, what are those? We have to see now. So, main characteristics of bryophytes are, okay. Now under that, the main characteristics of bryophytes, first we have to see that bryophytes are first land plants, okay, because previously algae were what? They belongs to aquatic, but here they start moving towards land, okay. So that's why it is known as first land plant. So bryophytes are first land plants, or that's why it is known as first terrestrial plant. First terrestrial plant. Okay, these are first land plants. Now, mostly they are found in damp, humid, and shaded area. Mostly bryophytes are found in damp, humid, and shaded localities. Okay, so bryophytes mostly were found damp area, humid area, shaded localities. Okay, now here what happens? Bryophytes plants are mostly small. Okay, mostly they are having small, one or two exceptions are there, that is long, but mostly what happens? They are small. So mostly bryophytes are small in size. Okay, they are having mostly what? Small in size. Okay, now these bryophytes are also known as amphibians of plant kingdom. Why it is known as amphibians of plant kingdom? Because these plants live in soil, but for reproduction or sexual reproduction, they depend on water. That's why known as amphibians of plant kingdom. Very important. Bryophytes are known as amphibians of plant kingdom. Why it is known as amphibians of plant kingdom? Since it live on soil, but for their sexual reproduction, it depends on where it depends on water. Okay, so that's why bryophytes are known as what? Amphibians of plant kingdom. Very important. Which one of the following known